Hi Marcia, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
Awesome, that's lovely. I know we've talked over the phone already, but I am Mitch and it's great to finally meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
Awesome, please take a seat. Before we get started, can I offer you any complimentary tea, coffee or water at all?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, that's all good. How did you go getting here today?
I was busy out there on the roads,
Yeah.
but I got here.
Oh, that's good. I did see how crazy traffic has been today and at this time of day in general. Awesome, and I know we've talked on the phone already, but I did forget to ask then, what do you do for work exactly, Marcia?
My husband and I run a small business.
Oh yeah, lovely. And is that fun for you guys? Is that...
Oh, it keeps us very busy.
Yeah, that's great. I can
it's
imagine.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And then before we get started, I was just curious to know, how did you hear about my financial planning services?
A friend of mine recommended you, glowing reports. They've used your services and we're very happy.
Okay, well that's great to hear. I hope I can give you those same outcomes as that your friend happened to have.
I hope so.
Awesome. And when we spoke on the phone earlier, from my understanding, it was that you're seeking some advice on some specific goals you might have to achieve?
Yes, my husband and I are looking at getting an investment property.
Oh wow, that's definitely a big stepping stone.
Yes.
Yeah, and did you have any suburbs in specific you were thinking of?
We think we'd like to buy one that has water views, so
Yeah.
we were thinking maybe Labrador or Southport or Runaway Bay.
So that's great. I've heard such good things about those suburbs and I hope to live there myself one day.
Great.
Awesome. And did you have any other goals in mind?
Yes, as I mentioned to you, we want to do an overseas holiday.
Yep.
And we're thinking of going to Europe and
Lovely.
Especially Switzerland and around that area.
Oh yeah, nice. Was there any special occasion for this holiday or was it just to go for a holiday?
It's our wedding anniversary
Oh,
coming
lovely.
up.
How many years will that be?
It'll be 25 years.
Oh wow, so definitely a big one. Worth celebrating with a trip overseas.
I feel so, yes.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear those goals in person. And now, before we get started discussing that further though, I will just ask, have you ever sought advice from a financial planner before?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? So this is your first time with
Yes.
everything? Okay, that's all good. What I'm going to go over with you is just this thing called the Financial Service Guide.
Yeah.
What's in here, some key things I'll point out to you, is just confidentiality. Everything we discuss in these meetings is 100% confidential and will not leave this room.
Okay.
And then the next thing is fees. As you are aware, today's session is free of charge.
Yeah.
And then if you do choose to go forward with our services, what we'll do is we will create a fee structure for you based on your goals and what we may need to do to achieve them.
Okay.
It will be in the rough ballpark of probably $2,000 to $4,000.
Okay.
Awesome. And then the last thing I'll go over in here with you is the complaints process.
Yeah.
I do hope for you that this is a good experience, but if it is not and you have any complaints at all, there is a list of internal and external resources for you.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Awesome, lovely. This one here is yours to keep.
Thank you.
So how today is going to work is I'm just going to go over those goals, that big Europe trip and investment property with you, just sort of get the basics of it.
Sure.
And then I'll go away and we'll start looking at specifics of it a bit more
Yeah.
and getting that goal set in stone with a time frame.
Yeah.
And then we'll go looking into your finances and how we can achieve this successfully. And then after that, we'll start implementing a statement of advice, and all that is it's just a statement I provide you with, and it will just give the advice I've got on it written in paper,
Yeah.
and you can choose to implement as many of those pieces of advice or as little of them as you want.
Okay.
Then the next step will just be implementing it,
Yep.
and then we'll just frequently review and revise the statement of advice as needed from there.
Okay, great.
Do you have any questions about that at all?
No.
Okay, lovely. Now we can get back to talking about these very exciting goals. Starting with that investment property,
Yeah.
have you got any research done to think of price range or figures at all?
Yes, I have had a look around
Yep.
and I feel that we want a 2-bedroom unit and
Lovely.
they are available for between 1 million and 1.5 million.
Okay, awesome. And have you looked into a deposit that's required at all?
I feel we would need a deposit of $100,000.
$100,000? Yeah, that's completely understandable. Sounds about right for that market as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any savings set aside for that at all?
I do. So far we've managed to put aside roughly $48,000.
Wow, that's definitely a good step to getting towards that $100,000 mark.
Yes.
Well done. And then looking at this goal and any time frame, would you rank it as a low, medium, or a high priority?
I feel this one's a high priority.
Yeah, you're looking to get it within 6 months, hopefully, in that case?
Yes.
Yeah, hoping to get that start on the real
If we
estate
could.
field.
Yeah.
Lovely. Awesome. Well, we'll definitely be able to work towards that at a high priority, hopefully. And then this exciting trip to Europe for your wedding anniversary. Have you done much research into the cost required for that one?
I do have a ballpark figure,
Yeah.
around about $30,000.
30,000, wow, and is that so you can visit as many countries as you want to and do a lot of great experiences?
Yes.
Did you
right.
have any in mind at all that you were thinking of doing?
Definitely across the Swiss Alps in the train.
Lovely, that will be absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah, so $30,000. And how far away is your wedding anniversary?
It's around 9 months.
Okay, 9 months. And have you started saving for that one at all?
Yes, I've been putting away money for that, and I've got roughly $12,000.
$12,000. Well, that is definitely a great start to get towards that goal. So 9 months, I'd be saying you're considering that towards like medium priority, and that the investment property is definitely that top priority one we want to look at.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, no worries at all. Now that we've got those two goals in mind, we can start to move forward to that next stage and looking at the specifics of it and getting those goals achieved in those time frames.
Great.
Do you have any questions for me at all today?
No, I don't.
Awesome. Well, it was lovely to meet you, Marcia, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, hopefully.
Great
I'll
to
show
meet
you
you
out
too.
to the next.